May you find happiness and peace, and may your home stand the test of time.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mary. Today I'll be reacting to Kirk destroy race banting liberal victim. So without further ado, let's get started.
Well, I got a question for Candace.
Okay.
You said America wasn't a racist country.
I never said that. You can't find a single...
you said America isn't a racist country, right?
America is not a racist country. Yeah, I did say that. You're right.
All right. So,
Got me.
all right, I look at one example, like inner city gangs, right? If you look at like inner city gangs, they were really like persecuted 100% by police departments and the government. What did America do to end the ideology or the practice of the KKK at all?
So let's dial this back to end the practice of the KKK. I want to start with saying to you what percentage of Black Americans black homicides are committed by white people?
That's just like me saying how much percent of homicides. It's like you guys that for any.
No, I'm just asking a question. I'm not trying to walk you into a trap.
I don't really study statistics because statistics, you could look at any race and look at numbers of killings and murder. So.
Would it be fair if I said that black people are racist towards black people right now?
Would that be fair?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think everybody's a little racist.
Do you think that we're racist towards each other?
No, I wouldn't say racist.
I find it interesting. The hyper focusing on the KKK, which killed thousands of Black Americans.
I would say that America kind of conditioned, like, if you say black people are racist, that came from America's history. That's just what.
What? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I say if you asked me if you think we're racist to each other.
Yeah.
I don't think so, but if we were.
Okay, because we're killing ourselves, just so you know. Like we're at a way faster.
Every race is killing themselves
at a way faster and higher rate than any person in terms of white supremacy could ever do it. And if another organization that's doing it faster, you want to talk about the KKK? They killed thousands of blacks. Planned Parenthood has killed millions, 19 million. Nobody's having a conversation about that. And this is important because the media gets us obsessed with this idea of white supremacy and the history of the KKK. Thousands of blacks were killed by the KKK. And by the way, so were white Republicans, and we were killed by white Democrats, which is why I'm adamantly opposed to Democrats. But nobody wants to have a conversation about what's really killing Black America. Number one?
But black males are probably the most people in prison. So you can't say nothing's being done about it.
Well, first and foremost, what are they locking us up for? Are they locking us up because we're black?
No, you just said we commit the most crimes.
No, but I'm asking you a question. Are they locking us up because we're black?
I never said that.
Oh, okay, so I'm just saying to you that the reason why we're locked up the most is because we're committing the most crimes. We have to fix our communities. It's a real conversation that Black Americans need to have, and I try to do that with the Blexit movement when I target our communities to have these conversations. The idea that white supremacy is the thing that's stopping Black America is a complete and utter myth.
Okay,
and until we're willing to have...
I never said that either.
She's not saying you said that.
I'm not saying you did. I haven't
statement.
accused you of saying anything. I'm just saying what I'm actually saying. That's it, okay? The number one issue facing our community is father absence. Father absence, okay?
I disagree, but okay.
Excuse me?
I disagree, but okay.
Okay, well, you said you brought up the prisons, right? If you grow up without a father in the home, you're 20 times more likely to end up behind bars. You want to know who I got that from? President Barack Obama. He talked about the stats of what it does when you destroy the black family. The destruction of the black family, if you want to talk... Wait, I'm not done. The destruction of the black family happened because of Democrats and what they did in the 1960s,
I agree.
LBJ and his Great Society Act and the welfare system. We can talk about all of those things. The very last thing we should be talking about, if I had to make a list of 100 things that's really screwing up the black community, white supremacy wouldn't make the list.
But I wasn't even asking about the black community. I was just saying, you said America wasn't a racist nation.
It's not.
It's not.
All right, so look.
It's not today.
The Black Panthers were all locked up and killed by the government.
Are the Black Panthers here today?
I'm saying, the KKK has been around since how long, and what has the government done for anything to persecute?
You think the KKK is alive today?
Yes, of course.
Oh my gosh, find me one. I want to meet one.
You're saying the KKK doesn't exist.
Now we have a
at
debate.
all.
Hey, wait. Now we have a debate. So I'm asking you, what are you saying
You're
about?
saying the KKK doesn't exist at all? What happened?
I'm going to ask you a question.
What did the government do to erase them? What did the government do to erase the KKK? How can you say they don't exist?
You have to slow down. I can't understand what you're saying. What did you say?
That's crazy to me. How can you say the KKK does not exist today?
Well, I'm going to ask you a question. Where are they?
What do you mean, where are they?
Where do they meet?
They could be judges.
I just thought this is a really big story and CNN should cover it. Where is the KKK?
It's literally an ideology.
No, can you name a leader? Can you name a gathering point?
Who's the leader? Where are they meeting? In what country? In what city?
where. I'm not going nowhere near where
Because
they
they aren't.
Because they don't. They literally live in the media's head. Have you ever seen a KKK member in a hood? I'm asking you a serious question.
So you're saying the KKK does not exist?
All right, come down. No, come down. I'm dying to see this. Because I have asked every journalist that brings this up since Charlottesville to tell me where the KKK meets.
So, in Houston, Texas, there was an event through a predominantly black neighborhood known as Acres Homes that was protected by the police, and they were escorted through a black community. So that's the issue. So they do exist. They are there.
And they're protected by the police. Yes. Protected.
Okay. So I'm asking you a serious question. As a black American, you fear the KKK.
I don't fear any.
Okay. So you saw.
That's where I agree with y'all.
Look, I am from one parish.
No. We're not doing 3-on-1. You can have a time. You can have a time when you get to the mic. I'm asking you a serious question. Of all of the things that is going on in the black community, you cannot look me in the face and tell me that you really think that the rise of the KKK is a real thing.
But
I won't believe that.
I'm looking at America, not really the black community.
And I'm shocked to hear. You said you've never seen a KKK member. You said that there was one in Texas. What year was it?
It was around 2008, just before.
2000 and what?
I graduated high school in 2008 in Acres Homes from Carver.
And they were walking down the street in hoods.
Yeah, that was an event. It was a
Georgia,
huge.
they still have events.
Well, I think we're losing.
Good. Yeah, but let's not lose the focus. Yeah, that's fine. I will definitely look it up. I will look up the Texas event, the KKK walk. But the point that I was making, maybe they did meet once, however, 10 years ago in your town, and I'll definitely look into it because I always want to educate myself. But the point is that neither of you can look me in the face and tell me that you think that the KKK is a real threat to the black community. It's just not true.
When they could be a judge or a doctor or a, you know
No,
what I'm saying?
but the issue here is no one's denying that there are individual racists
in this country.
in a country.
I said America is not a racist country.
So
you know it's not.
If they're not a racist country, how have they done nothing to persecute KKK members? Like
What?
David Duke. David Duke is a known KKK.
Yes, David
leader.
Duke endorsed a Democrat running for president this cycle. I just have to say that.
Why is he not in prison?
What did you say?
David Duke
Can you
is
put
so.
the mic closer to him?
I do have to
genuinely
say though,
can't hear him.
it's so marginalized. It's so minimal. The overemphasis, over-conversation,
It's weird that we even talk
over-focus.
about it.
These
I mean,
people
it
are
honestly is
losers.
weird.
These people have no life. These people are not in mainstream society. These people are not what people try to make it seem.
And this is why I say when you heard me say earlier that I hate when we are the most privileged black people in the entire world, right? We are, plain and simple. The most privileged black people in the entire world live in America today. It's insulting to me because when my grandfather used to tell me the stories about the real KKK, the ones that would come on horseback and shoot into his home in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and do you want to know what my grandfather says about them? He says, and when they used to come around, my dad used to shoot back at them boys. Such an empowering thing when he talks about them. He talks about them like they were children. He tells me stories about when the black mothers would come out and take the hoods off and yell at them and say, "Is that you, Peter," or whatever their names were? And then when you come up and you say it like, "What are we going to do about the KKK members?" You're not afraid of them. I know you're not afraid of the KKK members.
I'm not afraid of them.
You're not. So why are we talking about them? Why are you even giving them the air of the conversation? Because you once saw them 10 years ago.
All America did was
walking down the
change
street.
laws, and all they did was have to change their methods. They could have just changed their methods.
But what did they do? Did they shoot and kill? I genuinely am trying to understand, where are the KKK? Are they killing black people? Because if they are, they definitely should be prosecuted.
Laws against murder.
I think that the issue, the thing he's trying to bring forward is that when you look at the historical treatment of organizations or groups of people of color, whether it's Black Lives Movements or Black Panther and so on, the moment that they were demonized, they were listed as terrorist organizations. Why has it never been that the Ku Klux Klan was demonized or listed as a terrorist organization?
They were never demonized? The Ku Klux
No.
By the government? Never.
Has the government
Because
ever
they were
listed
the
them?
government. They were Democrats.
Well, yeah, that's just not true. The
Oklahoma
City bombing was
I'm
categorized as a terrorist act, so you're incorrect there.
So,
the
Oklahoma
Fort Hood
City
massacre was terrorist.
I was a common engineer. I was trained by some of the same people who knew the guy, so I understand.
So let me ask you a question. Was the Waco complex considered a terrorist organization by the FBI, yes or no?
Who?
The Branch Davidians.
It should be.
Oh, but they were white. You said that never happened against white supremacist organizations.
No, I said the Ku Klux Klan.
No,
I'm
but
talking about the Klan in
It is a similar type organization. The Branch Davidians
Klan
were
has existed for
misinterpretation
almost the entirety of America.
The Branch Davidians were a white
never been
supremacist
seen
organization.
as a terrorist organization.
Guys, I'm going to wrap this up because if I genuinely thought that you thought the KKK was alive and well, we'd have a full, long conversation about this. What we're talking about here is that you want to ignore, and this is what genuinely frustrates me so much about the black community. You want to ignore all the really big issues that we should be talking about, okay? We all know what's going on in our communities. We just had another rapper that was gunned down. We know about black on black crime. We know about abortion. We know about the education system. We know about Antifa, which is the closest thing that I've seen to white supremacy since I've been alive, is Antifa, which is the modern day KKK.
So I agree with you on all of those.
That show up,
I agree.
okay? And
I
the
agree.
media
Those
that
are the biggest
demonizes. But
issues.
instead you want to talk about something that you have to pull your memory from 10 years ago
Can I
when
ask
they
you
were
something?
walking down the street in Texas.
What do you think started black on black crime? It hasn't always been a big problem as what you're talking about. What do you think
I
started?
already told you what I thought.
What do you think started?
Father absence started black on black crime.
And what
I already told you
what
that.
started the biggest father absence in America in the black community?
Lyndon Baines Johnson in 1964.
Was he not American government? That's what I'm saying.
And let's do a present.
Look,
And
what I'm
let's do a
saying is
present.
I don't
Who
really
do
care.
think is
I don't
still
care about
encouraging?
Democrats
Who
and
is still
Republicans.
encouraging father absence?
Democrats and Republicans are the same. It's the same government. That's what y'all don't see. Like
I'm neither. Like,
political parties are literally to divide us because
No.
Democrats and Republicans are the same.
I
it's
think
the same
you and
government.
I agree on the fact that there are problems. What we disagree with is that I am telling you that the left started it, the Democrats started it, and the Democrats are still perpetuating it. And the way that they're able to perpetuate it is by getting you to sit up here and ask me a ridiculous question about the goddamn KKK when we should be talking about father absence and abortion and black on black crime. Thank you for your question.
So you're saying
Wow. I think this is the most heated I've seen Candace, because she's just, upset. She feels like there are several questions you're supposed to ask and not just focus on this KKK thing. It's like in Nigeria we have Boko Haram, and it took them quite some time for them to, call them terrorist organization because, they feel like they were trying to massage their egos, trying to make them, cool a bit, because they were scared that when they call them terrorist organization, they're going to do more of the bombing and all. But anyway, they made them terrorist organization, and I think their crime rate has reduced, even if we have, several people committing more and more crimes, we have kidnappers, we have bandits and all in Nigeria, but at least, identifying them as who they are will make them being, be scared to continue their activities, because if they are walking in the streets without doing anything to anyone and claiming, let's say KKK, people will be scared, but the police will find it difficult to stop them because, they are not terrorists, because they are not shooting anyone. But when you call them terrorist organization based on their past, deed, now they won't be able to flaunt themselves anywhere because they know that, yes, they are terrorists. So no one would even want to join them in their cause. So I think I get, what's it called, where the guys are coming from. But I think if we are to talk about what is happening now, let's deal with the situation at hand, because according to Candace, this is the best time to be an American. This is the best time to be a black American because, you are free to do whatever you want to do. You are free to go to whatever you want to go to. Go to any barbering salon and cut your hair, go to any classroom and be taught with, different race. And no one sees you as an inferior. So based on what Candace said, this is the best time to be a black American, or this is the best time to be black, because we are all equal. We all see ourselves as one. Okay? And I might not be an American, so I might not understand what these guys are passing through, but I think it's high time for us to let bygone be bygone. Because, the first time I went to the castle, let me not say castle, the dungeon, built by these people to enslave our forefathers, I felt this hatred for, this white folks. I felt this anger because I felt the state in which our forefathers were being kept. And that is it. If you go there for the very first time, that is how you feel. And you feel like, yeah, I think these people really went through a lot, went through hell, before they were being migrated to the West. But that is it. The thing is, it has happened. Jesus said, "He without sin should cast the first stone." And no one was able to do it because we all have a skeleton in our cupboard. So we all have our shortcoming. So if we keep on holding on to the past, we won't see what is ahead of us. So the thing is, whatever has happened in the past. So the best thing is for you to look forward to a better future, to a better American. Okay? And stop using this mindset of we are being limited, we are doing this, we are that. I know there is individual racism. People can still don't want to associate with you because of the color of your skin, individually. But when it comes to collectively, let's say a big body of people, everyone will treat you, or majority of people in America will treat you as the human being you are, not based on your color or not based on your skin tone. And I think that is what Candace is pushing for. That is what she has always been pushing for, there is more to life than just thinking about this shortcoming of individuals. I'm a Nigerian staying in Ghana. Sometimes I'm being treated way more than the way I would be treated in Nigeria, and sometimes I'm being treated like a foreigner. People try to don't associate with you simply because you're a Nigerian, and I get it. We are innocent. We've done so many bad things in the past, and people are kind of scared to do business with us because of past experience. But I'm not going to judge everyone the same, or make or avoid every Ghanaian here simply because I've had my worst share with some people. Not everyone are the same. So if I'm talking to you, or I'm trying to associate with you, I see you as a different person, or yeah, a different person. So I don't bring the past a mistake of someone to you. I see you as a blank sheet. So when we are talking, we talk as if we just met each other. And I'm not going to hold on to past mistake or past experience. That is it. That is what Candice is trying to push for. There are several things going on in the world. So let's stop holding on to sins of 10 years ago, sins of 2 years ago. Let's focus on the future, the bright future of Black Americans. Anyway, this is a beautiful one. Let me know what you think in the comment section. It is your first time visiting the channel. Click on the subscribe button. Thanks for watching and remain blessed.